My next question is about the symptoms that you've had linked to endometriosis and PCOS. And I'd really like to dive into these. Obviously, it depends from woman to woman, but I do think that sharing these will help more women realize that they have PCOS or endometriosis. So I'd love to hear about the symptoms that you have a bit more specifically beyond the I
The ice pick.
the ice pick. Sorry, my words are losing me today. And also how you sort of started to learn to manage your symptoms. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So symptoms for the beginning of my life, I guess. Um, well, I got my period very young, which I don't really know if that is related to this, although some people say that it might be. So I did start bleeding when I was 9. Um, and then I remember it being awful. Like I have like very vivid memories of like laying in the nurse's office and like contemplating life and periods when I was younger. And I did go on birth control very young.
Mm.
And
The pill?
yep.
Okay.
The one that has both
Okay.
hormones in it.
Progesterone and
Yeah.
estrogen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Combined
Yep.
pill.
Combined pill. I have tried many different birth controls
Yeah.
too, but we can get into that a little
Mm.
more too. But I know I was bleeding for like 14 days, like back then. And that's really why I went on it.
Oh my
You know, once
goodness.
again, it was that same doctor who didn't believe that I could have PCOS or endometriosis. Is just like, just go on birth control.
Mm.
Um, and so I wasn't really like paying attention to my period while I was on birth control. You know, it was kind of a weird time. And right when I started to study like acupuncture, I was like, I don't really know if I want to be on the pill anymore. As I'd been almost on it for 10 years at this point.
Mm.
And um and I had tried like the depot shot and like a bunch of other things prior. So I was kind of like, I really want to like get to know my body and figure it out. So I went off of it, and then I remember starting to get my period again, and I was throwing up a lot when I'd be starting to get it because of the pain. And I remember my
Mm.
partner at the time was like, "Are you sure this is normal?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've been dealing with this my whole life. Like, why wouldn't that be normal?" So yeah, it's there was a lot of pain, a lot of irregularity going on. Once again, like 30 to 60-day
Mm.
cycles, sometimes longer. I've had 90-day cycles before. Um, and yeah, it's just a lot of pain. I mean, I'd get endobelly, which for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically like you'll wake up in the morning and you'll have, like you can fit into your pants, no problem. The end of the day, I would look like I'm like 6 months pregnant. Like it would just swell so much, and I couldn't fit in my
Wow.
pants. I couldn't like I
Mm.
look at the pictures. I don't really get endobelly anymore after surgery, but I look at the pictures of myself and I was like, why did I think any of that was normal?
Mm.
So yeah. And then I mean I get like headaches and like PMS really bad, very like anxious and hormonal, and
Mm.
the breast tenderness and uh all the fun period things.